The Titan II was the second vehicle in the Titan family of rockets, the direct successor of the Titan I, the United States' first multi-stage intercontinental ballistic missile. It was developed by the Glenn R. Martin Company, was in service as a missile from 1963 to 1987, and could carry a nuclear warhead over a distance of around 5,500 miles or 8,850 kilometers. While the Titan I missile that preceded it was powered by a combination of liquid kerosene and liquid oxygen, similar to the SM-65 Atlas ICBM, the Titan II was powered by a combination of Aerozine-50, a mix of unsymmetrical dimethylhydrazine and regular hydrazine, and dinitrogen tetroxide, commonly referred to as just nitrogen tetroxide. This combination was hypergolic, which means that the propellants explode upon contact, eliminating the need for complex ignition systems within the engines of the missile. Additionally, it was storable in liquid form, which meant that a fueled missile could be held ready for launch for long periods of time, unlike both the Titan I and Atlas missiles. However, these chemicals were also extremely toxic, cancer-causing, and expensive. The Titan II was a relatively simple system, utilizing only two engines in its basic form. The first stage engine was the Aerojet LR-87. It technically consisted of two engines that were considered a single unit, and ran on a combination of Aerozine-50 fuel and nitrogen tetroxide oxidizer. It ran a gas generator cycle, had a specific impulse of 259 seconds at sea level and 297 seconds in vacuum, and produced 1,900 kilonewtons of thrust at sea level for approximately 156 seconds. The second stage engine was the Aerojet LR-91. It was a single engine unit, also ran on a combination of Aerozine-50 fuel and nitrogen tetroxide oxidizer, and was optimized to run in the vacuum of space. It ran on a gas generator cycle, had a specific impulse of 316 seconds in a vacuum, and produced a thrust of 467 kilonewtons in vacuum for approximately 180 seconds. The Titan II used a process called hot staging, in which the second engine ignited while the first stage engine was still burning. This was done in order to push the fuel in the second stage fuel tanks to the bottom of the tanks, so that the engine was easier to start. 282 Titan II vehicles were launched throughout its history, 25 of which were space launches. The first use of the Titan II as a space launch vehicle was in the Gemini program, designed to test the viability of orbital rendezvous and docking for use in the Apollo program. 12 Gemini flights occurred between 1964 and 1966, of which 10 were crewed, and the Titan II variant used for these missions was called the Titan II Gemini Launch Vehicle, or GLV. The Titan II GLV could carry 3.6 metric tons, the approximate mass of the Gemini spacecraft, into low Earth orbit. All 12 flights of the Titan II GLV were successful. The last 13 flights of Titan II were conducted with a lesser-known variant of the vehicle called the Titan II 3G. Optional solid third stages, such as the Star 37, could be added to the vehicle in order to boost its capabilities. Notable payloads include the Clementine spacecraft to study the Moon and the near-Earth asteroid 1620 Geographos, and the Landsat 6 satellite, which ultimately failed during launch. The Titan II 3G could also carry 3.6 metric tons to low Earth orbit, 2.2 metric tons into a polar orbit, and 277 kilograms into a heliocentric orbit. Of these 13 flights of the Titan II 3G, 12 were a success. In the mid-1960s, the Titan II was further developed into the Titan III, a specialized space launch vehicle that could be fitted with solid rocket boosters, the Titan Trans stage, and the Centaur upper stage to significantly increase its payload capacities. The storied, over 40-year history of the Titan II is the longest one of all the vehicles in the Titan family. Over that lifespan, it performed missions for NASA, the National Reconnaissance Office, the United States Air Force, and the U.S. Navy, some payloads of which are still active today. Thank you for watching this overview of the Titan II vehicle. Please remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you haven't already.